Okay then, gonna have a look at the actual menu system and maybe a little bit of the control system as well in the game in part 2 of the video. Okay. Right, basically all the menus are in Japanese. I seem to remember it being, when I first got the game, being quite difficult to actually navigate through and decide what you actually want to do. Basically these two here are the two game modes. So this is arcade mode. This one is Otomedius G mode, which is slightly different. Now the arcade mode consists of 3 levels which you basically play through, just like the arcade game. Otomedius G, which is the 360 exclusive version, has more levels and is more like a traditional shooter. To be honest, for me the arcade mode's just it's just an extra. It really is. The 360 mode is where the meat of the game is. You can actually find the menus on the Shmups 11 forum somewhere. I seem to remember. It's not that difficult to navigate through them once you kind of, it's a bit trial and error to kind of work out what's going on. So basically you've got your little arrow here, which you can control with the right analog stick on the 360 controller. Obviously, if you use an arcade stick, you can't actually control this little the little like feather cursor. There are 6 characters in the game. I'll just show you them all. 1 male character, and the power-up system here is very, very similar to Gradius. You'll instantly recognise it. You can manually select like in Gradius, or have a semi-auto option, which I always go for manual. Even the power-ups, the power-up orbs look the same. And there you go. You'll spot the power orb there. And yeah, down at the bottom here, there's also you'll notice the Gradius style power-up system. One of the levels later on in the 360 version is a complete and utter homage to Gradius. I don't really want to tell you that much about it, to be honest, just because when you get to it, you'll be bowled over by all the references in there. So yeah, basically by playing the game through as well, you earn points depending on how well you perform, and you can actually use these points to buy extra weapons in the store. I'll go back and show you a little bit of arcade mode now. Oh, you don't want to watch that again? Okay, now this is arcade mode. Oops. As you notice, the screen size has changed as well. So basically, you've got your single match, you've got your Xbox Live versus match, and you've got just versus match on one console. So we'll just play that. I've had a go on the Arcade Live version, and it's a bit insane, to be honest. Yep. So yeah, there are more options to kind of select the weapons that you want to use as well. That's the weapon I actually bought for this character. So yeah, you'll see that the screens in between are slightly different as well. But when you actually get the levels themselves, they are exactly the same. Yep, you just use 2 buttons as well. Yeah, there's some kind of gem collecting as well in the arcade version that you don't get in the Xbox version. Not quite sure what that is for, really. But yeah, I mean, I'm a bit dismissive of the arcade version, but it is good fun. Yeah, you seem to have an energy bar on this as well, on the arcade version. You don't die straight away. I think it's purely for the score, actually. Yeah, basically when you actually go through the 360 version, it loops again and gets progressively harder. I think the record when I last checked was someone has played the game 4 times through. It's probably even more than that, but the game, you know, the enemies move more quickly. They are pretty, yeah, they're more aggressive, more bullets. It's a hell of a lot tougher even on the second loop, which I've done. So that's all for this video. Just a quick feel for the game. I'm going to do some gameplay in the next video, in part 3, and then part 4 I'll kind of give you my verdict.